Good morning, dear cadets. So, we are in the chemical changes. Okay. So, yesterday everything about the chemical changes I have completed. Okay. Now, there is one more topic which is associated with the chemical changes are chemical reaction. Okay. Means this topic is very much related with the chemical changes. So now question arises here, what is chemical reaction? Chemical reaction is actually method, okay, to represent the chemical change. So chemical reaction is method to represent the chemical change. Means whatever chemical changes are there, one particular method is there to represent that chemical change. Am I correct or not? Okay. So just see, in the chemical reaction, basically two parts are there. How many parts? Two parts are there. One is called reactant and other is called product. So what are the reactant? Reactants are the substances which undergo chemical change. Okay, means the substance which is undergoing chemical change, that is called reactant. And after the chemical change, whatever substances are formed, they are called products. Okay, so for better understanding, I will give you one example. Just see, magnesium ribbon. If it is burned in air, so it burns with white dazzling flame, and after burning it produces white ash. Okay, white ash. So just see, this is always remember, for chemical reaction is always written with the help of symbols and chemical formulae. In 9th class you will study. Okay, so magnesium symbol is Mg, oxygen symbol is O2. Okay, so it is difficult for you. This is magnesium oxide, MgO formula. Okay, this is magnesium oxide formula, MgO. Okay, you just concentrate on word equation. Magnesium, here I wrote magnesium ribbon. O2, here I wrote oxygen. Then this arrow marks. So whatever is written before arrow marks, that is called reactant. Okay, and whatever is written after arrow marks, that is called product. Okay, so MgO is product. This is white ash. Its chemical name is magnesium oxide. It is product. Sometime more than one product is there. So if more than one product is there, they should be written with the help of plus sign. Similarly, if more than one reactant is there, they should be written with plus sign. So this is magnesium and this is oxygen. Two reactants are there and between them plus sign should be there. Similarly, if more than one product is there, so between them plus sign should be there. So try to understand here, chemical reaction is the method to represent the chemical change. In chemical reaction, basically two parts are there. One is reactant, other is product. Reactants are the substances that undergo chemical change is known as reactants. And product, substances that produced as a result of chemical change, they are called products. So magnesium oxide is here product, magnesium and oxygen, they are the reactants. Okay, this is one example. In your syllabus so many examples are there. We'll cover all those things. Okay, so the chemical reaction means under this topic 3-4 reactions are there. Okay, like that reactions are there and we'll complete all those reactions. Okay, so I hope that you understood what is the meaning of chemical reactions. It is very much associated with the chemical change. Chemical change generally we are telling in the word, but if it is written with the help of symbol and chemical formulae, that becomes product. That become chemical reaction. Okay, so just see. So okay, dear cadets, we'll take the help of extra marks to explain you chemical reaction. Okay, so just see here one animation. Okay,
a chemical change in which different substances combine with each other to form one or more new substances. This is a permanent change that cannot be reversed. This change is achieved by chemical reaction. A chemical reaction is a process in which new substances with new properties are formed. For example, burning of a candle, rusting of iron, etc. Many chemical reactions take place while we cook food. They improve the taste and appearance of the food. Eggs are a source of protein. When we cook eggs, their liquid content changes into solid mass. It is a chemical change as the structure of protein molecule changes during cooking. Let us prepare a cake. In order to prepare a cake, we need cake flour, sugar, butter, baking powder, and eggs. When we mix these ingredients in the desired proportion and bake them in an oven, a chemical reaction occurs and the cake is prepared. The ingredients which are used as the starting material of this chemical reaction are called reactants. These ingredients, when mixed together, form a new substance called product. Here, cake is the product of the chemical reaction. Properties of products are entirely different from those of the reactants. See, this cake is firm, soft, and tastes nicer than the individual reactants. The formation of this cake is a permanent change because we cannot get the original ingredients back from cake by any method. Let us see one more chemical reaction and try to identify its reactants and products. This is the reaction of hydrochloric acid with sodium carbonate. Take sodium carbonate in a test tube and add hydrochloric acid to it. You will observe bubbles that are produced on adding acid to the base. The fizzing is due to the release of carbon dioxide gas. This chemical reaction can be represented by a word equation which is as follows. Acid plus metal carbonate gives a metal salt plus water plus carbon dioxide. Here, hydrochloric acid plus sodium carbonate gives sodium chloride plus water plus carbon dioxide. The plus sign indicates that hydrochloric acid is reacting with sodium carbonate and arrow indicates the direction of the reaction. Here, hydrochloric acid is reacting with sodium carbonate to start a chemical reaction. So, these are the reactants of this chemical reaction. Since sodium chloride, water, and carbon dioxide are formed during the chemical reaction, so these are referred as the products. This reaction is also a chemical change because the properties of products are completely different from that of the reactants, and we cannot get the reactants back from the products by any means.
so okay dear cadets, whatever chemical reactions were given in your syllabus, almost everything is completed in that video. Okay, reaction of sodium carbonate with HCl, vinegar and everything. Now let us perform some activities. Okay, so now in the extra marks, very good facility is there to show you the activities. So just see, let us perform an activity. Things we need: magnesium ribbon, pair of tongs, candle, matchstick. Okay, just see here how the magnesium ribbon burn with white dazzling flame. Will show you.
Bring magnesium ribbon near the flame of the candle. It burns in air with a dazzling white light and a powdery white ash is formed.
Okay, so this is white dazzling flame and after burning it produces powdery substance in the color of white ash.
And dissolve it in water.
Okay, so that ash should be collected and dissolved in water.
Now, dip blue and red litmus paper in it, one by one.
Okay, so dip blue and red litmus paper in it one by one. Okay,
Observe the changes.
okay, just see, there is a problem in the, okay, so now observe the changes. Okay,
You will observe that the red litmus paper turns blue.
okay, so red litmus paper is turning blue. What does it indicate? That white ash powder is having basic nature. Okay, this activity is given in NCERT book, that is why I am explaining.
The new substance formed is magnesium oxide on burning of magnesium. Magnesium hydroxide is another new substance formed by mixing magnesium oxide with water. Therefore, the burning of magnesium ribbon is a chemical change.
Okay, just see here, this is magnesium ribbon. When it burns with, in presence of oxygen in air, it form white ash of magnesium oxide. When this magnesium oxide react with water, some amount of water you are adding, so it is forming magnesium hydroxide. It is basic in nature. When you dip the red litmus paper, it turns into blue, so indicating that it is basic in nature, and it is an example of chemical change and chemical reactions. Okay, because new substance with new property is formed. This is the conclusion.
Some of the important characteristics of chemical reactions which help us to check that a chemical reaction has taken place are evolution of gas, heat, light or radiation may be released or absorbed, change of color, production of sound and change in odor.
Okay.
We will be discussing these characteristics with the help of some examples.
Okay, try to understand, wherever chemical reactions are taking place, they must be characterized by some character. Means during the chemical reaction there must be evolution of gas, heat, light or radiation may be released or absorbed, change of color, production of sound, change in odor. Okay, it doesn't mean that all characteristics should be present in any chemical reaction. One or two characteristics may be there, like in burning of magnesium ribbon, what was there? Which change of color was there? Okay, change of color was there or not? And heat, light was released during that one. So it doesn't mean that all characteristics should be there. Some of the characteristics must be there.
Burning of wood produces carbon dioxide gas along with other harmful gases.
Okay, so just see, one by one all those characteristics is being explained here. Okay, the first one is evolution of gas. Burning of wood produces carbon dioxide gas along with other harmful gases.
Burning of substances such as paper, wood or petrol is always accompanied by the production of heat.
So heat, light or radiation may be released or absorbed during the course of chemical change.
Cut fruits and vegetables turn black when exposed to air for some time.
So apple and banana and vegetables, potatoes and brinjal turn black when exposed to air for some times.
Burning of a firecracker produces heat, light, sound and unpleasant gases.
Okay, so when crackers are burst, that time sound is produced or not?
A foul smell is produced whenever wood is spoiled.
Okay, so foul smell is also produced during the chemical change. Just see, when food is spoiled, at that time what is there? Bad odor is coming or not?
Examples of chemical changes.
Okay, so now let us
perform an activity to show that a reaction between iron and copper sulfate solution is a chemical change.
Okay, so to understand the chemical change, let us perform some examples. Okay, so now why I am taking the help of extra marks? Because here very easily you can understand the change in color, evolution of gas, everything will be visible. Okay, so for showing the experimental things I am using this one.
Here we will perform an activity to understand that reaction between copper sulfate and iron nail is a chemical change. For this activity, we need test tubes, iron nails, and copper sulfate solution. Take an iron nail in a test tube. Add small quantity of copper sulfate solution in it and leave it for a day. Observe it next day. Did you notice any change? The blue colored solution of copper sulfate changes to light green and a reddish brown layer of copper is deposited on the iron nail. It happens because iron is placed above copper in the metal activity series and is more reactive than copper. Iron displaces copper from copper sulfate solution. In this activity, we have observed that the product of the reaction between copper sulfate and iron are iron sulfate and copper. It is a permanent change and we see a change in color of solution from blue to light green. Properties of iron sulfate are totally different from that of copper sulfate. Therefore, we conclude that reaction between copper sulfate and iron nail is a chemical change.
So okay dear cadets, I hope that you understood that activity. In that activity what was happening? That copper sulfate solution they have prepared. What was the color of copper sulfate? It was blue in color. Okay, when iron nail is dipped into it, after some time what is there? The blue color fades and light green color solution is there. Why? Because iron is more reactive than copper. Hence, iron displaces copper from its salt solution and new substance is formed, that is iron sulfate, FeSO4. Okay, so blue color is copper sulfate, green color, light green color is iron sulfate, and that copper which was displaced, that gets deposited over iron nail in color of reddish brown. Okay, so reddish brown color substance which deposited over iron nail, that is called copper. Okay, in that reaction. Okay, now see another reaction, that reaction of vinegar and baking soda. This is very interesting experiment. Vinegar is one liquid and when baking soda is dissolved into it,
You will find that a gas is produced with brisk effervescence. It is carbon dioxide gas. The chemical reaction can be written as follows.
okay, so chemically baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate. Okay, and chemically vinegar is acetic acid. When baking soda is added to vinegar, that bubbles of carbon dioxide gas is evolved. Okay, bubbles of carbon dioxide gas is evolved and some other substances are also formed. Okay, so this is also an example of chemical reaction only. Okay, vinegar and baking soda, they are reactant and carbon dioxide and other substances, they are product. Okay,
Let us perform an activity.
Let us perform an activity to understand that the reaction between baking soda and vinegar is a chemical change. For this, we need a balloon, small funnel, baking soda, vinegar, teaspoon, and a clean empty bottle. Put 3 teaspoons of baking soda in a balloon with the help of a funnel. take a bottle and fill 1/3 of it with vinegar. Next, we will fill the balloon carefully over the mouth of the bottle without dropping baking soda in the vinegar. Hold the balloon in such a way that the baking soda falls into the vinegar. What did you observe? The effervescences start appearing in the bottle, due to which the balloon starts blowing. Do you know the reason behind it? It is because when baking soda is mixed with vinegar, carbon dioxide gas is liberated, which blows up the balloon. During this process, the products formed cannot be converted back into the reactors. So, from this activity, we can conclude that the reaction between baking soda and vinegar is a chemical change.
So okay dear cadets, I hope that you understood that activity also. Okay, what was that activity? That in the bottle what was taken? Vinegar, acetic acid. The chemical name of vinegar is acetic acid. Okay, in the bottle. And in balloon what was taken? Baking soda. Chemically baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate. Okay, so in the balloon you take sodium hydrogen carbonate and fit that one into the neck of bottle. Okay, when both react together they form carbon dioxide gas, and because of evolution of carbon dioxide gas, balloon gets inflated. Okay, balloon blown. Okay, are you getting my point or not? This activity you can do at your home also, and I am hoping that you will do this activity at your home. And now you will send the video in the WhatsApp group. Okay, let us see how many of you will do. Only 2 things you have to arrange. 3 things: bottle easily available at your home, balloon easily available in nearby market or shops, vinegar, acetic acid nearby. If you search, definitely you will have it, and baking soda everywhere available in almost all grocery shops. So just prepare this activity, make video and post to the WhatsApp group of all the sections. Okay, so let us see how many of you will do this one. Okay, in this way the duration of today's video is over. Now here I wrote some question. What is the chemical name of baking soda? Sodium hydrogen carbonate. What is the chemical name of vinegar? Acetic acid. Which substance does burn with white dazzling flame? Magnesium ribbon. Write the characteristics of chemical change, evolution of gas, production of sound. All those things you should write. 5 characteristics are there. Okay, what is chemical reaction? So beginning only I told you, so please write down their answers, and now complete your notebook. Thank you.